hooking up to an additional 3,000 pounds, bringing total weight of that sled to 30,000 pounds. Chris Hogue is making an absolutely beautiful effort, a little bit too much air under those front tires, but still an excellent pull by Chris Hogue out of Alberton, Pennsylvania. The crowd definitely approves. Wayne Roush is college professor turned professional truck puller. Roush has been given the signal that it's okay for him to go whenever he feels prepared. He is into the throttle right now, giving it full throttle. What a bite he's getting, but I don't believe it's going to be enough to take the lead from Chris Hugh. A lot of strategy goes into this. Dick McPherson out of Circleville, Ohio. He's getting an absolutely beautiful run so far. And I believe that's good enough to take the second position. Dick McPherson has got to be pleased with that. Right now, it's Grady Barr and the Heartbreaker. He is going to be putting the horsepower out here in the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Grady Barr, not far to come out of Baltimore, Maryland, is taking the Heartbreaker to the other end of the track. An absolutely beautiful pull by Grady Barr and the Heartbreaker. And coming back again is Wayne Roush in his yellow Model T. Roush not too happy with that first pull of 121.8½ feet. Let's see if he does better with the yellow Model T. That is the 1990 Ranger Good and Plenty truck, driven by Butch Lepley out of Myersdale, Pennsylvania. Hooking up all the safety equipment. U.S. Hot Rod officials, that is their #1 priority other than seeing that these crowds get a fabulous show. And it's going to be led off the second half of the final competition here in two-wheel drive pulling by Butch Lepley in the Good and Plenty machine. He's hooked. They've given him the signal. Let's see how he does. Butch Lepley, again, out of Myersdale, Pennsylvania. He's come a long way, baby. Let's see how he does. Gradually easing into the throttle off the line. It is absolutely a beautiful run so far by the Good and Plenty machine. He could have a pull. Oh, they've waved him off. No, he just came up shy. 133 feet is the distance Butch Lepley laid down. The crowd reflecting back over earlier performances, they saw Chris Hogue out of Alberton, Pennsylvania go 138 feet. Right now they're watching as U.S. Hot Rod Association officials clean up the track after some big rut marks were left in there by Lepley's machine and the 1990 Good and Plenty Ranger. They got to get it all cleaned up for the next competitor, who will be Dave Shoemaker out of Stanley, New York. It's a 1938 Chevy truck, and there's an awful lot of technology under that old hood. This is probably one of the more unique pulling vehicles you're ever going to see. Smooth start off the line for Dave Shoemaker out of Stanley, New York in the 38 Special. And I don't believe that that's going to quite cut the mustard. U.S. Hot Rod Association officials say that's it. Stop that motor, and he will stop at 121.9½ feet. Coming up now is Sweet Thing 3. This is a roadster driven by Randy Brown out of Camden, North Carolina. Absolutely beautiful start off the line for Sweet Thing 3, driven by Randy Brown. It looks fabulous. Oh, he comes up just a tad bit short. We only have 2 competitors left, and this is the second edition of the McPherson family out of Circleville, Ohio. This is Jeff McPherson, and he will be driving Bean Bandit, a 1990 Ranger. They are signaling him that it's fine to take off whenever you're ready. Jeff, are you ready? So far, so good. He's throwing very little dirt. Wait, it sounds like there might be some kind of problem. There is a definite problem with that machine. But you're looking at one tough cookie. This is Wayne Sullivan out of Warsaw, Kentucky. He's our final competitor here in the two-wheel drive pulling competition, and he says he is going to be tough. Listen to the roar of that motor. It sounds fabulous. Wayne Sullivan out of Warsaw, Kentucky appears to have taken it all the way out of here. He has got a full pull, ladies and gentlemen, 142.2½ feet. And that's going to be a three-way battle.
When we return, the Final Four do battle in Tampa. But you want to talk about a war? It'll be a rematch between number 2 in the world last year, Barefoot versus Taurus. Don't you dare go away. We're back at Tampa Stadium, and a rowdy crowd of Florida race fans is ready to determine the 2 drivers who will meet for the U.S. Open Association Super Bowl of Motorsports Championship finale. But pulling to the starting line is a race within this race. The 2 drivers who will probably publicly admit more often than any other 2 that they flat don't like each other. Number 1 and number 2 in the world last year, Fred Schaefer and the Barefoot Chevy takes on Jackie Willman and the Taurus Chevrolet. While the Taurus Chevy has proven its worth time and time again, remember Fred Schaefer is debuting a brand new truck here, and we asked him after qualifying how he thought it was running.
I don't know. I really like this truck. It really lands easy compared to my other truck. It's got 24-inch suspension travel, and it lands real easy compared to the other truck. So I'm going to be around for a while. It's got a new suspension nobody's got in the front end. It's a 4-bar from the front with coilovers, and nobody's got that right now. And it takes the shock of the cars, and it's doing real good so far. This is only the 3rd race for the truck, and I feel real confident in the truck. And I've been changing the shocks every week, trying to dial the truck in, to the track and to the rest of the body weight of the truck. And it's been working real well.
Both drivers from the little town of Granite City, Illinois, on the Mississippi River across from St. Louis. Both would kill to win this single race. Despite the fact that this is only the semifinal, anytime these 2 line up, it's the race for the World Championship all over again. The whole shot goes to Taurus. They move into the turn exactly even. It's an incredible battle, but Barefoot pulls it out in the last quarter track length. The crowd goes crazy, and rightfully so. One of the most incredible single races we have seen this year. He may not look it, but you can bet Jackie Willman is mad. Madder than he's been since the last time he lined up alongside this machine at the end of 1990. Schaefer, a look of smug satisfaction on his face, advances to the final round, but in that man's mind, he may have just cleared the biggest obstacle he had.